I'm here in Sicily driving the Maserati MC20 Cielo. Cielo means sky in Italian, and that's a convertible version of the MC20 coupe. It was a good idea for them to move to a convertible because according to Maserati, 35% of the super sports car category is convertibles. This particular convertible is a retractable hardtop. It will retract in 12 seconds at up to 31 miles per hour. Now, Maserati put a lot of technology into this retractable hardtop. Not only does it have electrochromic smart glass that will change from opaque to clear at the touch of a button, but it's also got extremely good sealing characteristics. It's a large glass roof, and they wanted it to be quiet and also good for temperature control when the top is up. So they put a lot of work into making sure that it seals extremely well, both for noise and temperature control. Now, all that technology in a retractable hardtop might sound like it's going to be heavy, and you might think it's going to add a lot of weight. But in this case, it only adds 143 pounds to the overall weight of this car. It weighs about 3,400, 3,500 pounds, depending on how it's equipped. But they really worked hard to make sure that they could manage the additional technology in the retractable hardtop without making it weigh too much or losing the coupe's nimble handling. Now, a lot of people think that a super sports car has to have at least a V8, right? But this one's got a 90-degree twin turbocharged V6, 3 liters, and it makes 621 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque. And the best part is that it's an extremely wide, flat torque band. So it really doesn't matter how fast you're going, and not even really what gear you're in. It's quick, and there's forward thrust pretty much at any speed. You've got an 8-speed paddle shifter, and it'll change its behavior on one of 5 driving modes that you can set the car in. Or you can leave it in automatic, and like now when it's in sport mode, it's picking gears about as effectively as I can. Roads in Sicily aren't as wide or speed friendly as they are in the US, which means you need some good precision in the steering feel. You want to make sure you know exactly what the car is going to do when you initiate your turn. And this one's very good at it. Maserati says 0 to 60 time for the convertible is identical to the coupe at 2.9 seconds. So the additional weight hasn't costed anything in terms of acceleration. Now, we've driven it pretty aggressively around the hills of Sicily here. And again, we aren't telling any difference between the coupe we drove last year at Willow Springs Raceway and here on the public streets of Sicily. This is a carbon fiber tub that features a mid-engine 3-liter twin-turbo V6. It makes 621 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque, and it just pours that torque on at all RPM. There's an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission in here, and the paddles are extremely responsive, so it'll shift gears quickly, but the truth is, at almost any speed, the engine will launch the car forward. It's got such broad torque band. During the process of retracting the hardtop, this rear tonneau cover actually elevates. And as an option, you can get the Maserati Trident painted on the back of this tonneau cover. You can imagine how cool that looks to have this rising Trident lifting up during the transition from coupe to convertible. It was a great marketing idea, really, when you think about it, by Maserati. Pricing for the MC20 Cielo starts at about $277,000, or about $30,000 more than the coupe version. And like every super sports car, it's got a wide range of options you can customize. Exterior colors, interior materials, wheel designs, carbon ceramic brakes, audio upgrades, whatever you want done to this car, they've got a personalization system that will let you do it. You just ask and they'll do it. The MC20 in coupe or convertible form is a powerful signal that Maserati is serious about performance. Whether they're using current technology like twin turbocharged internal combustion engines or future technology like electrification, which we're going to see more of on things like the new Gran Turismo and eventually this car as well. All of this points to a brand that's kind of found its way in the new world. And if they keep making cars like this, their future looks as bright as the sun shining through this convertible top when it's retracted.